Testing, testing to see if this is working. It is. Ah, okay. Let's see if we can get this to go up here. Um, I'm sorry, my brain's working like not fast right now. I just woke up. Oh yeah, I had to disconnect the monitor, so things are kind of funky right now. Hold on. I'll get this fixed up in just a jiffy. Okay, that's there, and then I can. Does it do the update? Put the thing in the thing? No? Hold on. Properties. Oh, that's why. I'll change it to that and then boom! I got it to work. So, I did say in the last stream of doing the thing where I played Minecraft for like 5 weeks straight that I would do something different. And that something is building computers and acting as your go-to IT person. So that's what we're going to be doing. And if you're in the chat, you can help me by saying, hey, I want you to build this and put this system together, or I want you to use these parts, and I'll be like, okie dokie. So that's going to be fun. But first, I need to get something to drink. As I turn to the side, and I'm probably just freaking out right now. Okay. I can't have any music because it's probably copyrighted, but we're gonna get started. Actually, I could probably just do this step at the sound effects. That should be fine, right? Sound effects aren't copyrighted, are they? I don't think they are. So I already have a game running. Like, I've already been doing this game for a while, but we're gonna just continue a little bit more. And if you all want me to like do a fresh game and this becomes like a popular thing, I might just change that. Oh, I just noticed that my little boxes are just, they're a little messed up. Let me see if I can't fix that real quick. No, it's not that. It's these. Let's see if I can I move them in real time? I think I can move them in real time. That's kind of cool. Hold on, hold on. Put the thing here, and then we can put these two, make them all bigger, and then boom. Look at me fixing things in real time. I'm special. Okay, let's get started. We're going to do some PC stuff. Let's see what we got here. Lights, camera, action. Okay, so this person is having problems with. I honestly don't know. He says that it's probably a dead power supply, so we're going to take it out and see if it's dead. Because this is normal mode, where you can have no experience and A+ certification, but still be able to play like you're some sort of tech wizard. There's also an achievement for having a ton of graphics cards. I'm trying to get it, if you can tell. Huh. Oh, I put this part in. So that should be working. Does it turn on? It does turn on. Oh, right. That. So this guy also had a dead storage device, so we needed to put that in. So we'll revisit this in just a bit. This person wanted custom liquid cooling for their system, and they wanted to push their processor to, yes amounts of speed. So let's go ahead and see if we did that. We did not. Don't mind me. I'm pretty sure that this isn't supposed to happen, but, what's reality, right? No OS? What are you talking about? I guess I forgot to put one of those in. Okay, we are lowering the sound effects to not that. That was really loud. So we're going to be installing this thing called OCCT, which basically just like... I'm gonna get away from that because it's gonna be loud. So basically it just makes your system go brr forever. And you can see if anything that you did was too much. And we're going to find out right now if this is stable or not. It's stable. I don't like the temperatures, but they're stable. So this one is a wrap. Loop. Where's the power button on this thing? I can't hit the power button. I have to hit the keyboard. Okay. You know, y'all can message me in the chat what you want to see because we're about to do a new build for this guy who wants Dota 2. And he likes parts that are colorful. They're not, like, not RGB colorful, just colorful as in the brand. That kind, yeah. Let's get all of our little tabs open. All a bajillion of them. All a kerfuffle, a bajillion, but the butcher be of them. English is hard. Gibberish is not hard. That's why I can do it so much better. Color. Oh. Looks like we're going Intel for this one. Dota 2. Recommended. I guess we'll go with the whatever a B365M chipset is. I do know that that's basically 8th gen though, and if he wants a 7500, why not give him something better? Why not give him an 8500? What? Does that not exist? I guess it doesn't. 8600K it is. Okay, so we have the processor picked up, we got the motherboard picked out. Now we're gonna need a cooler of some sort. Let's pick this one. For no apparent reason other than the height's pretty low. So we can use a variety of cases. I'm thinking... that's a little bit overkill. These are all overkill. You know what? Let's go with the Razor because it's expensive. And this guy apparently has 5,000 to drop on Dota 2. Can you imagine just having 5,000 to drop on a gaming PC and all you're doing is Dota 2? Okay, my freaking thing screwed up. Look at me messing up on camera. Is it that? No, that, the, and boom. Hold on. I got a whole story behind this. Why is this not working? Hold on. My thing is frozen apparently. Give me just a second here. What are you doing? Okay, okay, we're good, we're good. So, little story behind the little mishap. I have all of my keys for, what's it called? For how I feel at any given moment binded to my numpad, and, I usually don't use that when gaming. This is one of the games where I just reflexively went there because I'm really good with the numpad, and that happened. And messed everything up, but we're good now. I'll just have to remember to not do that. Good. That was bad. Anyway, this guy wants... Oh, we need 4 gigs of RAM for Dota 2, so we're just gonna... Let's go with something reputable, like this one. I've heard of Team Group before, they're actually not that bad. Okay, this time I remember to not screw things up. He needs the 6 gig version of the 1060. So this card right here, not gonna work. This card over here, not gonna work. This card, and this one, and this one, not gonna work. So let's go with the one that will work. Now, newer motherboards normally have a slot for the M.2, so That's exactly what we're gonna do right now. Is plop one of these in here. And for the power supply, let's go with... Corsair makes some really good ones. So we'll go with one of these. The 750i. All right. Huh. Oh, that's the one that we finished. I straight forgot which one that one. That was. Blah. Give me some slack. I literally woke up like not even 30 minutes ago. Okay, maybe it was more like 40 minutes ago. I'm still working on actually getting like my brain up and running. I ordered a coffee machine, so I'll be able to wake up more. Can you be any louder? Jeez. So, do we still have a problem with this? What is this guy having a problem with? Dust. I blew it all out. He just said it won't turn on. It's probably this thing. It seems dusty and, oh, viruses. It shouldn't matter though, because we had to reinstall the operating system. Yeah, if you play this game a lot, get ready to hear that song and it's gonna haunt you in your dreams. That's odd. You're supposed to be fixed now. Nothing else broken in there, is there? I can see the fans running on the radiator, which means that part's working. The fan in the back is working. I mean, everything's running. Weird. Also, this stream is acting as like a test, because I have a theory. You want to hear what the theory is? My theory is that, the reason why my Minecraft stream was really laggy is because I was trying to read the Minecraft files off of my hard drive while also simultaneously recording to it. So I can like do the little short videos that I upload every day. And that's probably why. So if I just install a scratch drive, it should clear everything up, which I can do pretty quickly. It turns on. It's not dusty, and there's no viruses. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that there, and then we're gonna quit. What do you mean? I don't have any. This game still has a few glitches. That's actually why I don't have a full star in the corner here. Well, I guess the glitches are just going to screw up my gaming career, I guess. Did we not pick out a case? What? Oh, we put it over there. Can you tell I am not awake yet? Okay, so here's the plan. You got your case, right? You have to take off the front side panel and then sometimes the back one as well. I normally try to avoid that in real life unless what's it called? Unless there's like stuff that I have to do, like put the power supply in, which is like 9 out of 10 times. This particular case has a PSU cradle. A lot of cases in this game actually have a lot of PSU cradles. They're actually very uncommon in real life. We're going to screw in the motherboard. There are these golden standoffs, sometimes they're black, that you have to put into the case. And they prevent the motherboard from being drilled right into the case because that can cause electrostatic discharge, which can fry your circuits, and then your computer becomes a giant paperweight. And we don't want that. So we're going to fix that by, well, you're going to see it's going to put the standoffs, then it's going to put the motherboard, then it's going to screw the motherboard into the standoffs. Ready? And that's how it's done. I mean, that was a really fast version, but you get it. Some of the higher end motherboards only have one tab for the memory clips, but most of the consumer ones that you're gonna have only got one or two numbers. So my body's still being weird. We put the memory stick in, and then we open up this little shield. On consumer boards, there's going to be like a black stopper thingamajig in the center to keep the socket from getting like dirty or bent or whatever. When you drop in your processor and then you put the arm down, it's going to pop the black thing out automatically. So you don't have to worry about that. That's not a problem with AMD motherboards though. So the next step is to put in the SSD. You literally just stick it in, it's like a stick of gum, and then it's one screw and you're done. You gotta put a small amount of thermal paste right on the processor, then drop your cooler on. It's usually a lot harder than that. You usually have to there's usually a back plate that you have to install, and a bunch of brackets, and a bunch of hardware you gotta put in. It's confusing. And every air cooler is different. Even liquid coolers is too, so just keep that in mind if you're going to like put together your own system. For a simulation, this is kind of inaccurate. It's like 80% accurate. So then we have to, most graphics cards are a dual slot, which means gotta do that. Most motherboards that are ATX usually have you do slots 2 and 3. This one did 1 and 2. And you just screw your graphics card in and boom, now you can game. And then power supply just kind of goes in like that. Usually there's 4 screws, but this one has a cradle because it's special. And with that, you just have to throw in a USB that has your favorite operating system, and you're good to go. Just pop that side panel back on, boot it up, and you'll see it works. We're just going to do this thing called going to the RAM overclock and enabling DOCP in AMD or XMP in Intel. You do that, your memory's going to go fast. And if it crashes, you might have incompatible RAM. I'm going to stay away because that sound can blow your ears off. And that's how you do it. Now this guy wants custom cooling for the GPU and the CPU. And apparently he nuts over Corsair, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Let's do a 360 mil with a Corsair block. Does Corsair even have these? They do. Okay, we're good. This person isn't saying anything except throw money at the problem and not have an issue. Which means technically we can give them something that's actually not that great, or if we could give them something pretty good. I'm gonna give them a 3090. So you can't get a block and modify a card. You have to buy them already like water blocked. It's kind of stupid, I know. And for the processor, let's go with an 11900K. Because why not? We don't need cooling, that was already taken care of. We do need a motherboard. A X590 should work. And I forget which one it is, but one of these has a glitch with the socket. I think it might be the torpedo. So we'll go with that one. We'll go with Papa. For storage, we'll go with overpriced. And then for the power supply, you normally want to go with 850 watts if you're going... Okay, I screwed my thing up again. Hold on. How did I do that? on. I accidentally used the numpad again. We're good, we're good. I should really, really consider just getting like a dedicated dock so I don't mess this up again. Goodness. So, just for the record, Sea Sonic is really good, but we're gonna go with Silverstone because why not? And for the case, we need something that can fix a 3 120 MMs. So let's go hunting. This should fix work, but the NZXT cases are a little iffy with that. They say they can work, but it's kind of a hit or miss. So let's go with this one. Silencos. Silenos. Lenos. That's a comedian. Okay, anyhowsies, let's go ahead and order these parts and put it together. And you can see what liquid cooling is like on these systems and how it's done. We're taking the front panel off because I need to put the radiator there. And taking the big cover out helps too. So, 12 screws are needed for radiators that are this big. I actually have for my processor a 360 mil, but it's an AIO. It's not one of these. For the radiator, we're going to put it, I guess, absolutely nowhere. That's the problem with some of these cases. You're gonna have a fun time. I guess we're going with unreliable for the case. Now, what is old reliable, you might be asking? Well, I'm glad you asked, even though you probably didn't. It's the P5, and you'll see why the P5 is old reliable. Look at all this. This is just liquid cooling asking to be put together. The next computer will use the Selenos. So let's get this started. I mean, we already started, but you know what I'm trying to say. So we just screwed in the rad, we screwed in the reservoir. Next we're gonna do the motherboard. I'm just checking something real quick over here before we continue. Okie dokie. I had to put a band-aid on my thumb because I injured it earlier. So trying to use my phone with my right hand is awkward right now. Apparently me smiling with my mouth open is their equivalent of my eyes are closed. Okay, so baby disclaimer. I normally in the game just Because logic doesn't apply, I just boom and boom. But we're going to do it properly this time. We're going to put them in dual channel, which is normally that slot and that slot. Second and fourth. But always refer to your manual, and sometimes even the markings in the board will tell you. Now, this is the socket. That's a little bit weird. You'll see why right now. Yeah, some of the pins are still exposed. The socket's too big for the processor. There's actually one where the processor is shifted a little bit to the left, so it doesn't even quite fit nicely into the socket itself. But I would have to do some investigative sandboxing to figure out which one that is. So that's the block on top of the processor. Now let's put in the rest of the off-the-shelf parts. Storage. And the dust filter. And the power supply. It almost fits into the second Haldy thingamajig. Almost, but not quite. Okay, so this will fit in slots 3 and 4. So this is going to be a pretty balanced system. We're talking the best 11th gen processor with the best RTX 3000, liquid cooled. That's a heck yeah in my book. We're gonna go a little bit spicy and make this a Christmas themed PC. Yeah. Christmas themed PC. I don't know. My voice dipped for a second. Dipped like corn chips. Would you believe me if I told you I don't like salsa? Because I don't. I'm weird. I'm a very interesting individual. I guess that's fine. Oh, it's not gonna work? Well, what if I bend the pipes? Yeah, that's what I thought. You can do all sorts of weird things. I've seen screenshots of people who do like a zigzag pattern all the way down into the reservoir. I don't have time for that. Let's do... And then we'll go... Perfect. Okay, so now all that's left is to put some coolant. Which flavor should we use? I'm thinking we have red fittings. Why not make it a red coolant? So let's do that. On the other reservoirs, it normally goes in first through the left side. This one apparently goes in first from the right. Again, manuals when putting together electronics are your best friend. I mean, besides me, because I like being friends with people. It doesn't mean I'm the best friend, but I try. I can try, I should say. Well, this is pretty sick. Plop. Okay, so, my little counter is telling me I got one viewer. Comments are open on what you want this person to have. I may actually have to pick out some of the parts. So the graphics card is going to have to be, actually, it doesn't really, he's not asking for a specific score. So I'll show you what we can do with the GPU. Pick up one of these. No, wait, it's not that. It's the 1060 minis. You can take their clock speed and just shove it into a rocket and then blast it all the way to the sun and make it really, really, really big. Processor we can be a little bit more lenient with. Just search up a 10900 and we're fine. And I guess I'm also gonna have to pick out the motherboard. We'll go with this one. It's got Wi-Fi. And I totally, hold on. Can I retrace my steps here? No. Hold on. I almost got it. Boom. We're back. Fixed it without having to I fixed it without the be right back screen. Sometimes I wonder if I should just stick with Minecraft with all these issues. I'll come back to Minecraft next time. And when I do, we're going to do, what's it called? I'm going to put in a different drive so that the lagging isn't an issue anymore. And you know what? Maybe I'll save up for one of those Stream Deck things so I can do the expressions without having to remember that the numpad is my enemy. Hold on, I wonder if I unlink it if it'll have issues. Oh my goodness. I should have just unlinked my numpad. I should have just done that. That would have made it so much easier. We're not going to have any more issues. And I learned something today. That is so interesting. Waking up is not fun. I see that my not fun video was posted from when I fought the not fun. So that's a reference. That's the reference we should all get. Don't mind me. I'm just doing workshop stuff. You know, you can comment anytime you want saying, hey, I want you to I want to take a look at this part and decide the future of this person's system. And I'll get some feedback from the viewers. I'm just checking. I don't have a cooler. I'll have to pick one up. Actually, what case should I get? We'll get the pretty one that's painted and also really pricey. Because then we can shove a 280mm in there. Immersed. Hold on a second. We'll go with the Gamer Storm Castle because it fits his brother's recommendation, I guess. And also it will fit the case. So all we're missing is a power supply. We'll go with the Gamer Storm Dairy Queen. I mean, it does say DQ. What else did you think it was gonna... What would DQ mean? Direct quantum. Deathly... Uh, um... Deathly... Quebec? Anyway, let's order the parts. I mean, I guess technically Quebec is deadly. Also, I forgot we had this here. It will be used eventually. Just not now. Actually, I think we're gonna need the top part. You know, I can respond to comments. Sorry, it's been like... It has been a grand total of like 2 streams and I haven't had any comments. The last one that I did was the one before the last one. And last time it was just bad timing on my part. Oh, whoops, I already had that one open. Now, here's one discrepancy in the game that isn't real life. The game just acts like if you put more fans in the system, it just goes and works. That's actually not the case. Fan physics is a thing, and you want to make sure you have good airflow. So you have to have some that are intake, some that are exhaust, and some fans, if you just shove them in, they might not be set up to give you good airflow. You might either have too much air just like being sucked in and not enough being taken out. So you just have a mixture of cold and hot air. And other times, if you keep taking air out, it just leads to a bad time because then you don't have any cold air coming in. You gotta have a mix and you have to know where to put it. In a way, you could say that building systems like this is art. Whoops. I am definitely tired. But I couldn't stream despite the fact that last week I said I would. Well, actually it was about a week and a half ago when I said I would be like, you know, streaming in a few days because I caught everyone at a bad time. Ended up not happening because life got in the way and then I just got really busy. Wait, is that what I wanted to do? Yeah, that's the card. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was. Huh. Okay then. Oh. I'm yawning a lot. It's a dinosaur! Or as I call them, dinosaur. And he's got little snoots with smoke coming out, and he used that anger. And he's got a machine gun on his back. I think he's actually got two. And the pterodactyls are shooting lasers. What is this called? Extinction Wars? It's a fitting name. But I like dinosaur better. Oh, and then there's a pterodactyl. Is that a pterodactyl? I think that's a pterodactyl. He's shooting flamethrowers at this guy. I kind of want this case now. Anyway, what do you mean missing cable? Oh. Hopefully if I let a lot of air with that one yawn, it'll actually get me not tired. Or get me to stop yawning at the very least. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. GPU overclocking requires the tuner. And I usually run it with OCCT to make sure that it's stable when I'm done. So I would normally give someone like a graphics card, like an RX 6800 if they're looking for really high speeds, but minor problem with that, we're in the middle of a chip shortage, and AMD, NVIDIA, and Intel all kind of agree that's not letting up until the year 2023. So we're kind of screwed. At least if you purchase a Tesla, you basically now have a gaming computer on wheels. So, food for thought. Let's make sure that this overclock is stable as I get the hair out of my eyes. What kind of wattage should I put in here? Oh, 750. Should be fine. I just want to make sure it didn't overheat. And that's how it goes. And then when you're done with the day, lights off, and eat is delete us, we're out of here. Wow, it's taking a while. So, it's usually a good idea to turn your PC off, but this game only worries about the electric bill when it comes to the light switch. Some workshops are actually so bright that you don't have that problem. As a matter of fact, let's check out, because I have all of them, let's check out Fractal. Actually, I think there was another one. Yeah, the esports expansion also has a view. And you'll see what I'm talking about. This is the area with the switch off? No, on. That's off. On, off. On, off. Meaning I really don't need to have the light switch on ever. It's actually why I prefer Fractal's workshop. You can work in the dark and never use a light switch. It's great. It is fantastic. Oh, and I also lost my windows I had open. Hold on. Okay, this person we can use that system with. What? So this person likes Gigabyte? We'll probably use a graphics card from them. But we need Adobe Premiere Pro CC at minimum. Oh wow, those are the really low settings. That one. Oh, hold on. Sometimes I have to respond to text messages because they're urgent. Just one moment here. Oh, I'm not used to texting with my left thumb. I'm used to texting with my right thumb, but like I said, bandage. Because I am the clumsy. Okay, so, what is the, 12? Okay. We'll go with 2 of those. And for the cooling, do I want to go? We don't need anything fancy. So let's go with this one. And because it's a 6100, we need a 170. Oh, right. I'll go with this one. I already have that. And then for the power supply, let's go with FSP. Because why not? And we already have the case, so... The one thing about these workshops, really freaking large. Like, huge. Now I'm going to put it together the incorrect way. You want to know a little PC secret that not a lot of people tell you? You can tell if a computer is good. Well, maybe not good, but you can tell if a motherboard is high quality based on, I believe they're called the MOSFETs, which are these little blocks here. This one has 5, so it's like bad. Usually if you have 10 or more, it's decent enough for like most people to game on. I mean, I'm not exactly the best authority on this, but I'm not far off base. I'll put the SSD right there. What do you mean it doesn't fit? Are you serious? Okay, fine, we'll go with an 8 data. Jeez. Why can't I shove a 170 mil in the case? Tell me why. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Sorry, I'll stop. I actually don't know the lyrics of that song either. Probably for the better. Oh, that's cool. You can see core reactor, uh, in the little window here. I like that little touch. Oh, come on. Come on. If you don't have that bay cover there, you could shove like an iguana habitat down here. But no, this is video game logic where nothing applies. Oh wait, we forgot to do the most important thing of all. Holding delete, actually it's if you start up your computer, unless you have a pre-build from like HP or Dell, if you just smash the delete key like you're playing a fighting game, you should eventually be able to access the BIOS yourself. The manufacturers like Dell and HP usually have a key. It's usually a function key like F3 or F4 or F5, sometimes F2, that you have to hit in order to access the BIOS. Because they don't want their customers just calling and saying I got a blue screen. That can mean window problems. They don't want to deal with that headache. Boopity boopy. Poppity boopy. Okay, so this person wants a 3D Mark score of 5,000. Not that hard to get. At least in the game it's not. I actually don't know if my 3D Mark score on my system achieves that high. We could see after we're done here, if you want. Probably not. The GPU of hitting under 1600. That's also pretty box standard. We should be fine. So, oh, they're an Intel fanboy. That actually makes it easy because in this game, and also real life, Intel processors run a little faster. Means they're better for gaming. That being said, I'm using an AMD processor myself. 10900K. Wait. Oh boy. Hold on. Wow, this person wants that fast on the CPU, but has a budget of 1,000. Okay, everyone, watch as I fail to balance a budget. Just like me in college. Okay, we're gonna have to be very tight with our parts. Okay? Priorc M91, rather, might have to work. Actually, which one was it up here? It was really inexpensive, but also really good. It was, I think, this one. Oh, variant. For the case, we need something that's like that. For Demobo, 490. For the memory, it really will not matter. But, let's do this. For the graphics card, I'm thinking like a 10 series should be fine, like a 1060. Just because we have to keep it in spec. Which means we're going with a 120 gig hard drive. And we'll use the power supply we got earlier. Hold on, and Tech key 8. Max power supply. Okay, we're good. Now watch me say as I couldn't balance budget, that I actually can. We won't be using the M.2 because we're using a hard drive. You'll see where the cable fits in just a second. For 2.5-inch SSDs, it's the same concept. Just smaller. That's a chunky boy. It's Big Chungus. But also not Big Chungus. So power supply or hard drives normally go in a cage. The case really depends. Normally it's like around here, which is also the case with mine. No pun intended. But, yeah. I think that might be a design error. On the motherboard, how it's like off center. The processor isn't. Interesting. Anyway, it's time to see if this case can actually do the job. I could use a nap. The main determiner, if we are going to clear the 3D Mark score, is to run it. If I run 3D Mark score, here's a little tip. Install system info with 3D Mark. You'll see why in just a second. It's going to make the checking the temperatures a lot easier. And that's why. If you don't have 3D Mark installed, that's not going to pop up. At the top, the numbers, the temperatures, and the power consumption, not going to pop up unless you install that little pink icon. And now we just kind of let it do its thing. I mean, we could watch the pretty scenes. I think Galax used to be a graphics card company until, I actually don't know if they still make them. But I haven't seen a Galax card in forever. Apparently, though, they had a pivotal moment in sponsoring this piece of software. They may have switched focus as a company, but this is based off TimeSpy, this benchmark. And TimeSpy is DirectX 12, I want to say. And DirectX 12 is, oh, we didn't get a good enough score. We could overclock the graphics card. That might actually get us to the number that we need. Man, 1750 and trying to ask. This guy is rough. My face was itchy. What kind of budget do I have remaining? Oh, wait. What does this add up to? It just says 110 over. The P8 isn't even that expensive of a case. Can I use a cheaper processor though? Let me look at 10th gen. And 700? Ooh, we can use the K and overclock it. If we do that, it'll be 630 versus 950. That's a difference of $320. So we could jump up to a 1070 graphics card, I'm thinking. I mean, the processor score is already like nailing it, so he just wants a really fast processor. I don't know why hitting 5.2 gigahertz matters, but apparently it does. Yarg, customers, be picky in these waters. Yarr, I'm a pirate. So if you see that blue screen, it's because either the processor is hitting 100 degrees Celsius or you didn't give it enough voltage for the overclock that it needs when you push it a little bit faster. My money is on the voltage. Now, anything past 1.5 can break it. But I have gotten, what's it called? I have gotten these processors to run at, we kept it within the temperature spec. I have gotten them to run at 1.95 volts, which unrealistic in real life. Oh yeah, and the sliding door opens. Revealing tree. Revealing low-res gravel. And my settings are, oh. Slightly higher res gravel. And the bush. And you can sit down on the bench and watch the nature. And a fireplace. You can also sit on the couch and watch a Fractal commercial. But we don't have time for that. Plus, that's probably copyrighted music. I don't want to take a chance. This should hit the 3D Mark score. We did it! Man, that person was picky. Oh, and if you buy the company from the evil overlord known as Uncle Tim, which is a pun in and of itself, because Tim also stands for thermal interface material, you can rename the company. That's what I made it. Because it's 3 S's. abbreviated. It's the S. Computer's blowing up over there. So, I don't know what's wrong with this. Oh. Both the air cooler and the processor itself broken. And that's an 8086K. Which, when the 8000 series, or the, 8000 came around, that was a limited edition. Just so you know. So, if this were real life, that would be a huge rip. A huge rest in peace. All these people want custom liquid cooling. I'll put this over here. Wow, this person wants a really fast processor. At least his budget isn't extremely low. Well, I found this person's problem. I have that over there. What did FSP make again? Oh, power supply. Okay. You know what? Because you want liquid cooling, we're gonna go extra. I like to order, even if it's not economical, one set of parts at a time. Just because, my brain can't handle more than that. We're gonna go with another P5 just because. Now, this person is gonna need 11900K. No doubt about it. We might as well go with the KF though. Cause why the hecky not? Right? And was it the expensive one that was not correct? I don't remember. We're about to find out, so it doesn't matter. my tiredness is not dropping. So fixing this and completing that might be the last things I do on stream. I knew it was going to be a short stream. I just wanted to be out here letting y'all know I'm alive. More or less. My head's itchy. I think I said that already. Are you going to work? You are. This person also has viruses. I like the names of some of their problems or programs, like Prolegomena to any future metaphysics, Hombre Hulks Out, my diary, and what I did on my holidays. But you try to read any of them, it says permission denied. I'm trying to hold back some yawns. Very sleepy. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I guess it comes with a built-in water block. I guess I've never used this one before, or I would know that. Let's, just put that back on there. Honestly, prior to this game, I have never heard of FSP. Okay, maybe once. I guess we're keeping that one for later. We'll use flexible pipe for this one. Actually, we won't because it breaks physics, and that bothers me. We'll use blue fittings. They do have RGB fittings, which, those are always fun to use. Not gonna lie. That should be good. Let's fill it with... You know what? Well, let's do green... opaque UV. I'm gonna call it the radioactive PC. Radioactive, radioactive. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh. Does singing a song count as copyright? I don't think it does. At least I hope not. Okay. Boop, boop. This person wants his thing to run at 50 for 31. Hardware-wise, this is gonna work. Hardware-wise, we're not gonna have to worry about anything. What worries me is this. Oh, I can also see the wires right there going through the pipe. That's gonna bother me. Actually, too much work. I feel like being lazy right now. We're gonna see how this runs. That's enough for me, Chief. Let's save just in case we break it. Because 5.45 is really high. Actually, most processors should not be running that. Like, it's idling at 72, not helping. You know, I might just have to lower the sound effects a little bit more. I guess we're gonna find a voltage that's safe. I feel like a scientist, you know? Just like we're testing a hypothesis, and then I'm doing, experiments. Trying to think of the word. And, we're seeing if the experiments work or not. And so far, they're all not working. Save again because, I guess we're saying off to X and B because this person is really nutting over a very specific frequency. And look, we got the processor temps down a bit. Nope, we need more voltage. We're about to make a nuclear weapon with this. I really do not feel comfortable with 1.8. Yeah, no, it's throttling. I wonder if there's anything we can do to, maybe accepting this job was a bad idea. Because I know he's gonna complain about the system, like, not being stable and stuff. For giggles, though, we're going to put the other water block on, and we're going to see if that improves it at all. Like, at all. Also, I don't think that's centered. Yeah, it's not centered, the block. It's fine, though. I think the dev wanted you to use what's it called? The included, block. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to exit to the menu, and that should clear, if I don't save, it'll clear the jobs we took. Okay. And then I'll just have to deny this job, because this might actually be impossible. I think it actually is. Yep, that's impossible without a throttling. Nothing I can do about it. Well, at least we figured out what this one is, which is, this guy has been looking at a lot of hentai. He shouldn't have. But we're gonna exit out without saving, because that's how it would be. So yeah, that's PC Building Simulator. If you want more of this, let me know in the comments, or in any of the outtakes I end up doing for this video. You can also follow me on Twitter and give me recommendations for games that you all want to see, and I'll play them. I really don't mind recommendations. Got a lot of games on my library. And hey, if we hit 100 subs, eventually I'll do story-based games. Like, I'm thinking the first one will be Skyrim. Just because everyone's done Skyrim, but it's still fun to watch. And then I might do games that I've never played before. And you know what series is story-based that I've never played before? Assassin's Creed. That's one of them. I've never played the Witcher series either. I haven't played Mass Effect 2 or 3. I've played the first one. And I think that trilogy came out, so I might pick that up. If I have the money for it, so. But yeah, let me know if there's any games you want me to play. And I'll do them. I'll probably get back to Minecraft next week, now that I figured out what the problem is. I just wanted a short reprieve. I'm also exhausted, and that's why the stream is a little bit short. But those issues where we had apparently my whole system being screwy and just assigning random facial expressions not happening again, because I know how to disable that. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'm gonna go take a much needed nap, and I'll see all you beautiful people another time. See you later.